Hello, Philippines, and welcome back to UAP Season 77 Men's Football here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action and live on Balls Channel HD 167. Good afternoon, folks. I'm TJ Manotok, joined this afternoon by Natasha Alquiros, and we have a great game in store for all of you today. A rematch of last week's roundup of the first round of action here in the elimination round between the De La Salle Green Archers and the UST Growling Tigers, and what an exciting match that was last week. We'll talk a bit more about that in a bit. And Natasha, that was just like 7 days ago. You know, this close encounter was pretty fresh in the minds of both these teams. How does that play as a factor in today's game?
Well, the good thing about it is that since it's fresh, both teams are still very familiar with what's happening in both teams. Even the injuries that happen, everything is still fresh. So I'm pretty sure both teams will want to come back, because DLSU also just won by the skin of their teeth, scoring a very late goal.
That's right. Well, we'll talk more about the details of that match in a bit. But first, let's talk about what happened over the weekend, and we'll get to show you some of the results that happened here in the second round of action of UAP Season 74. As the second round began, actually, we had a one-goal draw between NU and the UE Red Warriors. 1-1 po ang score dyan. So that was a big draw actually that UE got, considering how they fared so far this year. And then two more draws. Ateneo, a draw 2-2 with UP. FEU with a draw against Salle. But itong UST, Natasha, they won. They're the only ones who won. 4-1.
Yes, that's true. And it actually works to UST's advantage, because when Ateneo drew UP and FEU drew the DLSU, they're the top four so far. Plus NU as well with a draw. They all just came out with 1 point, unlike UST, the only team that came out from that weekend with 3 points.
Exactly. So that's a bonus for them. The best scenario, you win one, you get the 3 points, and everybody else just gets 1 point each. So may chance pa talaga makahabol itong UST, and it's no joke. They really are in striking distance of making it to the Final Four, and we'll show you why as we show you right now our team standings here in a bit. And this is updated there, but you should see Ateneo actually on top at number 1, although you see them there at the third slot because they just finished their match. They just beat UE a few moments ago, 1-0, and then you have them at 18 points, right, Natasha? And how's the rest of the field looking like right now?
That's true. You still have UP with 17 points. DLSU has 16 points at the moment. But if they win the match against UST, they will move up for first place in the moment with 19 points. And you have UST on the other hand. They are 9, though they are only 9 points. They'll move up their rankings to 12 points.
Would you say must-win na ito for UST and the remainder of their... After this, they have 5 more games.
Yes, that's true. I was talking to Coach Marge earlier, and he said that it's important that they have to win all their games. It's the reality. If they want to make it into the top 4, the Final Four, they have to win every single game.
Ito na yun. Their backs are against the wall for the rest of the way for the UST Growling Tigers. Now, to shift our attention first to De La Salle, as this is a team that, as you mentioned, had a draw against FPU over the weekend and barely beating this UST team last week to end their first round of action. And you're looking at this team that is, of course, led by the legendary Coach Hans Smith, and there are a lot more adjectives to use to describe him, but I'm running out of them for now. But here are some of the key players that they have that have been really helping La Salle keep playing well this year. You got your brother there,
Yes, we have Nathan Alquiros, who's a midfielder. We also have Gio Diamante, who's also a midfielder. Charleston Uy, a forward, who actually is proving to be a very impact substitute player. And you have Rafael De Guzman, also known as Peeng, as their goalkeeper.
But we have an injured player today.
Yes, that's true. You have Jalo Diamante with a broken clavicle. The thing that happened with Jalo is that during the game against UST, kaya very fresh pa talaga eh. During the game against UST, he had a collision with the keeper. And because of that, he's already out for the rest of the season.
So not just out for today, but out for the season na siya. That's Cielo Diamante. And well, we did get a chance to speak to his brother, who will be playing today, Gio Diamante, and we'll see his thoughts about how that close game against UST was last week. It was almost a draw. That goal was in the last moments. And as well, what's it going to be like playing without his brother on the pitch today? Here's Gio Diamante.
Hi, I'm Gio Diamante. I was born in Quezon City, but I grew up in Davao City. and I am a midfielder for the Salle University. And as a team captain, I try to organize my team, try to motivate them as much as possible, to do their best and to never give up, especially in very crucial matches. As a midfielder, I try to be the bridge between the defense to the offense, try to feed every ball that I can to give a lot of opportunities for the strikers and to really contribute in scoring a lot of goals. I think it is a really big loss that we lost Jello, but we have a really deep bench. Our coach has really chosen the best of the best in LaSalle to represent the team in UAAP. So even if we have lost him, we still have a lot of other players that can play for him and do as much damage as he can do. Basically, we should play harder, smarter, and faster than we played last game. And probably more consistent because we've been doing really good for the past first round, and hopefully we get a better result this year. You can expect that I'll give my 100% in this game. I'm really gonna die for my team for a really good win today. I hope I could probably score and try to keep my brother's spirit within me. Para sa kanya yung laro.
There you have it there, Gio Diamante talking about how he's confident that even without his brother Jello, they are a deep enough team.
Yes, that's true. And he's also not just confident because of his brother. Then he's also confident kasi birthday niya ngayon. So, syempre,
As in
kailangan
today,
all out. Oo, birthday niya ngayon. Happy birthday,
Talagang
Gio.
all out to Gio. So he wants to end this day with a win, of course, to give this win to his team and para masaya ang blowout mamaya ni Gio Diamante. Meanwhile, let's shift our attention now to UST. This is a team that, as we mentioned, got the only win over the weekend against Adamson. They almost drew against LaSalle last week, and Coach Marjo Aliado's boys are within striking distance, as you said, of the Final Four. They have a chance, but it's not going to be easy. Pero ito, Tasha, these are the guys that they're going to be relying on the rest of the way.
Yes, that's true. You have your key players as Gino Clarino, younger brother of also star of UST, OJ Clarino. You have Marvin Briseño, Steven Anotado, who's also one of the top goal scorers, and Job Molino, one of their defenders. The thing about UST is that they're such a young team. Since a lot of their players have the academic problems, these players have all stepped up, and even as sophomores, they're already the seniors and key players.
Right. Well, they've been learning a lot on the job, ika nga, no, because they're young, but they've been thrust into the forefront of the battles here in season 77. And we had a chance to talk to one of these guys, Job Molino, about how it's going to be a big challenge for him to defend against the aggressive attacking side of LaSalle today.
Marami pong kinukuha sa aming tubisyo dahil po marami pong mga magaling na players. Isa na po ako dun sa mga napili. Pero karamihan po sa amin na taga Romblon, pumapasok po sa UE. Kasi yung coach po ng UE, taga Romblon po, alam na po nung laro namin. Ako lang po yung nahiwalay dahil yung UST po, inuperan ako. Maganda po kasi yung opportunity na mag-aral doon kasi pag nakagraduate ka, may future ka po doon. Sa ngayon po, kailangan lang po yung mag-function yung midfield namin. Kasi pag di po sila nag-function, di namin magagamit yung mga tacticals na ginawa namin kahapon. Yung mga pattern na tinuro ni coach. In defending, tapos in attacking. Kailangan yung midfield, sila ang nagdadala ng game namin. Kayang-kaya po. Lalo nga yung second round, nag-start kami na nanalo kami against Adamson. Tapos yung ibang team nag-tie. Kami po, paakyat po kami ngayon. Kayang-kaya po namin pumasok kayong Final Four.
Confidence, there you have it. That is the confident words of Job Molino talking about how they have a chance at the Final Four because nga, Tasha, as you said, sila lang yung nanalo over the weekend and everybody else drew. And let's talk about their last meeting. Okay? We've been mentioning it a bit, and ang score nun po, 2-1. And boy, was it a nail-biter for LaSalle, Tasha, as they had to find that winning goal in the dying moments of the game.
Yes, that's true. They started strong, winning with the first goal by Jello Diamante in the 18th minute. But Alcantara soon followed in the 47th minute. But the clenching goal at the 90th minute,
pa
Christian
talaga, no?
Zubiri scored the winning goal. Yung talagang nail-biting talaga kasi sa pinakahuling moments ng laro.
Exactly, and the UST almost came out there with a point, with the draw. Would have been a very acceptable draw para sa UST. But nonetheless, Zubiri, who was a sub in that game, came out to the heroics. Today, he's starting in the place of the injured Jello Diamante, and we'll be seeing football begin in just a few moments. Please stick around right here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action and the Balls Channel HD. All right, welcome back to ABS-CBN Sports in Action and live on Balls HD 167, as well as our live stream. To those of you joining us on over the internet today, thank you so much. This is our second match for the day. The DLSU Green Archers going up against the UST Growling Tigers. You take a look there at the starting 11 for Coach JP Merida for today, and these are the guys that he is tasked to lead today.
Yes, you have Paeng de Guzman on goalkeeping. Instead of Jalo Diamante, the usual starter, since he is injured and out for the season, you have Christian Zubiri taking his place. You have the usuals Nathan Alquiros, Hector Borromeo, Inigo, also known as Nasi Gonzalez, Jericho Diamante, known as Gio Diamante, Greggy Yang, Gerald Layumas, Matthew Nieras, Nicolas Villasin, and Jogiv Ibanez. What you notice about this lineup is that a lot of them are defenders. So you can tell that, they're really concerned about their defense. 5 of the players are which are more of defensive.
All right, so interesting to see if today will be more of a defensive game para sa De La Salle. Now we take a look at the starting 11 para naman kay Coach Marjo Aliado ng UST.
Yes, for UST, you have Catalino on goalkeeping. You have, of course, your starters, Steven Anotado on top, Gino Clarino, Marvin Breseño, and Efren Meñares holding the middle, also along with Lord Jimena and Dexter Benicio. In your back four, you have Molino, Busmion brothers, and Kenneth Tuzon.
So an interesting change of things on the lineup para sa La Salle. We'll see how they will respond. And as we mentioned, it was a very close encounter last week, just last Thursday, right here as well, kung saan naglaban po ang La Salle at ang UST.
Yes,
and it almost was a 1-1 draw.
Yes, that's true. And during that last game, you also didn't have one of the Busmion brothers, Junior Busmion, because at that moment, he was injured. But according to Coach Marjo, right now, he is on 100% and ready to take back what he believes is supposed to be UST's win in the first place.
Amin yun. Sabi nila, amin dapat yun. He felt that that was a winnable game, not just a draw. Meron bang word na drawable? Okay, I know there's a word as a winnable, but I don't know about drawable. But it was a game that they had a big opportunity to get some points, whether it's a draw or a win. That was the fact right there. They were very competitive and they were in that match.
Yes, and so Busmion starting, but on the other hand, they'll also be playing this game without Jogi Celis, who had 2 yellow cards already consecutive, so cannot be able to play this match.
All right, so there is a suspension as well para sa UST. Here we go now as play begins. So you have La Salle wearing the white and green, UST in the familiar gold and black. We will see now, Natasha, as you mentioned, kung talagang mas defensive-oriented ng konti ang La Salle today. They do have a different look offensively. As you said, Zubiri is up top now.
Yes, that's true. And though with their usual 4-1-4-1, instead of Jojo Borromeo being their holding mid, it's now at the task of Greggy Yang. And they move Jojo Borromeo up.
So some adjustments as well, not just in terms of the starting 11, but pati yung alignment nila, no? Although I recall the one and only game I did of La Salle in the first round, and I remember I talked to Coach Hans before the match and I asked him for his, his lineup and his alignment. Sabi niya, magulo yan. Magkakagulo yan sa taas. Because the top 4, they keep bouncing around from left to right. And if you're, if you're a TV anchor and you're sitting far from them, you'll be really confused. Second, if you're the defense, you don't know who to guard because, like your brother, sometimes he's in the left, sometimes in the right. And it's something that confuses the defense, and thankfully it doesn't confuse them offensively.
Yes, that's true. And the important thing, though, is that it's always adjusting to each other because, in the game, it's not always going to be perfect. You're not, just because you're the left wing doesn't mean you're just going to be on that left flank going up and down. There are instances where you have to move in and players have to adjust to one another.
Exactly. So that just talks about the versatility that Coach Hans has drilled in these boys. Na they're able to do different things on the pitch and play different positions. Throw in here para sa La Salle, the left side. You find Zubiri there. He's the biggest man on the pitch right there. Tall and easier to spot because he's got much less hair than Alquiros.
Yes, that's true.
That's a bit of an exaggeration. Wait, did your brother cut his hair?
Yes, for ROTC. For
Okay,
school.
all right. That just throws everything off the grid right now because normally when I want to look out for Nate Alquiros, hahanapin ko lang ang ponytail. Did he have longer hair than you?
No, of
Hindi
course
naman,
not.
okay.
I would not allow that. And you also have
Okay.
Zubiri, why it's also easy to spot him is because he's bald. And usually with
Kaya
Salle
nga.
is that with the rookies, if you're on your rookie year, you have to shave your head. Same with Ateneo.
Ayun, okay. So, kalbo po si Zubiri, madaling ma-spot dyan sa atake ng Lasal. Meanwhile, here is UST. This is Anotado there going up against the last line of defense of Lasal.
Yes, if you also notice another difference with the LaSalle University is that their center back was changed also. For this game, it's Villasin and Matthew Nieros who usually plays as a right back.
Napaka-versatile ng lahat ng players ng Lasal. That's what Coach Hans has really trained them to be. And one of the reasons I can say that has kept them in contention in the Final Four. Here's a cross that was looking for Anotado. Dove for the header, just could not connect.
Yes, if Anotado scored that goal, that would have been his 9th goal for the season. Would actually put him as the top scorer so far. Because as of now, he has 8 goals and tied with Jingoy Valmayor
Ayun.
and Eric Higanto. So all 3 of them are tied with 8 points. So I'm sure Anotado really wants to score a goal.
And to think that there was a hat trick by Jingoy Valmayor just last week to get to those 8 goals. Here's a clearance by LaSalle. And everybody was actually back there for LaSalle. So dahil dun sa corner kick. So walang quick counter-attack dito. Meanwhile, USC trying to hoof this one ahead. LaSalle quickly clearing it out of trouble. And they're looking to counter now. Down the left flank. And they're looking for Sales is there. So
Yes, just a bit of a pass too strong. You have to be able to read also your players, such as Nasi Gonzalez. If the pass it was just a little bit softer, just a little bit shorter, then he could have been able to reach that goal.
correct. So there was the opening right there. The pass was a little too strong because it was more of a clearance than a pass. But here's UST now. Another long ball trying to get past the tight midfield of LaSalle na talagang pinapasikip nila yung depensa nila sa gitna. USC trying to find a way to sneak there by the right side, and they do just that. And now you have Meneses on the right side. They could not get it ahead. And here's a foul here. So there's a long clearance by LaSalle. Some emotional moments already kasi simula pa lang natin.
Yes.
I don't know if this is a spillover from last week. Oh, and a yellow card.
Red
and a red
card?
card. Wow.
A red
Wow.
card. I have to see the replay of this.
That's a surprise, huh?
The play was already very far
Tapos
away.
na yung play.
Oo, tapos na yung play. We were
This
very
red
ready.
card obviously is not because of that action. Probably it was after the foul was called. Wow. So there's a yellow on, I think it's on a USC player, but a red
card for Gerald Layumas. It's actually,
Is it
you know,
Layumas
this
or Ibanez?
no, Gerald Layumas.
Because it's Ibanez who's walking off. Is that Layumas or Ibanez? Ibanez wears number 2.
shots.
Yeah.
Oh yes, my mistake. That's
That's
Jogiv
Ibanez.
Ibanez. Jogiv
gonna-
Ibanez with a red
We'll
card.
see if we get
Such
this
early
on
in the
camera.
match, in the first 5
Wow.
minutes of the match.
So he's gone. So let's check it out here. There's the foul. Oh, there was a punch
Yes.
as he
there
was falling down.
And the referee saw that, and in
Yeah,
any
kita ng
game,
ref.
that really is a red card.
Oo naman.
No matter even if it's just the 5th minute of the game or that happens in the 1st minute of the game, that is not acceptable in football. You shouldn't be able to, hold your stance and not throw punches like that.
Exactly. Okay, so high tensions right away here between LaSalle and the USC. As I said, could be a spillover from last week's game. Diba? Fresh na fresh pa eh.
Yeah,
Yung
and luckily
kanilang
for him,
napakadikit na encounter.
the referee saw that.
Here's a free kick. There's a wall by LaSalle. Let's see how this goes. And it goes way over the wall and the goal. But we also have a yellow card. No? Nagka-yellow card din ng UST. I'm trying to clarify who that was on. Nakita ko agad yung red eh. Doon punta yung attention ko eh. But we'll find out. We'll double check kanino napunta yung yellow card ng USC because he has to watch it. If he gets another yellow today, he's gonna be sent off this match as well. So down to 10 men
Yes,
already itong Lasal.
It's a crazy first 6 minutes of the match and you're already 11 versus 10.
Which reminds me, actually, UST was down to 10 men last week. And that's why it was a bit frustrating for Lasal to compete with them na muntik ka pa mag-draw. Because I remember, nagkadalawang yellow, di ba? Tapos the guy was sent off, and that's why he's not playing today para sa UST. So now the tables are turned. It's Lasal who will play majority of this match with only 10 men on the field. As that pass ahead by Gonzalez looking for Diamante. Gio Diamante wearing the captain's armband today. Could not reach that.
Yes, and as we confirmed it already, it's a yellow card for Dexter Benicio.
Si Benicio on a yellow card. So he's got to watch it. Busmion, the back line. He's there at the back with his brother, JR and Darwin are the two guys who are the best friends of their keeper, Catalino.
Yes, and a good cover by Matthew Nieras. You know, chasing the ball down, he just covered Anotado to let the ball, just bring that ball out.
That's using your feet.
Yes, and foul on
And your
Anotado,
body.
of course, for holding on to the shoulders of Matthew Nieras.
You can see the emotion on the faces of these players already, Tasha. Talagang ngayon pa lang.
Yes, we know already that
Mainit na.
it's gonna be a really frustrating match,
Yep.
especially for Lasal. And the most they can do is they really have to keep their calm because they're already on 10 men.
Yep.
So none of them should get any more cards after that.
Absolutely. And you know, UST, as you said earlier, has momentum. They won their last game against Adamson. It was a close loss against LaSalle, so they have confidence that they can compete with LaSalle.
Yes.
Here's Alquiros dancing around in the middle. Back to Yang, to the right side, to Gio Diamante, looking middle. That was for Zubiri, too strong, but UST as well caught flat-footed there. LaSalle another chance. Alquiros trying to get used to the much shorter hair here. Crossing it to the other side. This one anticipated by UST but not controlled. Is Nate Alquiros onside? He is. Trying to cross it again. Two white shirts there, and it's a goal!
Beautiful
Wow.
goal by Christian Zubiri. Nathan Alcaraz seeing that big, tall, bald man right in
How
the
could
middle.
he miss him?
Yes.
He was not mad. I mean, you had 5 yellow shirts for UST, but they were just right standing in front of the goal. Hindi nila tinao. Yung dadalawang tao para sa Lasal,
Yes,
nobody
he
near
didn't even really have to
Zubiri.
jump for the
No.
ball because no one pressured him, no one tried to mark him at that moment.
Absolutely, nobody on him. And it's not like ginulat sila ng cross because Nate had time. He had time to aim, he had time to look. And it was just a defensive lapse there by UST to not put a body on the big dude, because if you're gonna cross, hanapin mo yung pinakamatangkad if you're gonna
Yes,
play a
that's
high
true.
ball. Go
There
for
was-
that goal.
There were 5 defenders in that box. One of them should have marked Zubiri, knowing that one, that he's tall, second, he's
Yep.
the striker.
Absolutely, he's the target man today. So Zubiri with the first goal, the 9th minute of this match. And this just suddenly, again, shifts the emotions of this game. You do have LaSalle with 10 men. Here's a nice cross to the right side to Gonzalez. The keeper has to come out.
Yes, if Nasi just controlled the ball a little bit better, I think that could have been another attempt for
Yeah.
DLSU.
You had Diamante there racing to the ball as Gonzalez tried to one-touch it back to the middle.
So now the frustration is all on UST
Oo nga eh.
because they're 11 men. And
11
that
men.
shouldn't be happening because technically they're already outnumbering them.
And in that particular play, take out Alquiros who was sending the cross in. It was 5 against 2 in the
Yes.
box. And naunahan pa sila sa bola ng pinakamatangkad na si Zubiri na hindi man lang kinatawan, walang bumantay, probably like 5 feet, nobody near him, at least 5 feet around him, walang katao-tao. And Clarino as well, Catalino, the keeper, did not opt to run out. He didn't want to come out to punch that ball out. It was near him, but he chose to stay on his line.
Yes, he chose to stay on his line, which is actually for me a good thing because he had 5 defenders there.
So, inaasahan niya, doon naman yung tulong eh, nandun yung 5 defender eh. Pero nakatayo lang sila doon. Unfortunately, hindi sila dumipensa. They stood in their places. They should have manned the guy. There's UST's defense now trying to recover, trying to bounce back from that early goal they've given up, even though they are up 11 men versus 10 after that early red card on Ibanez, who got caught with that punch. And you know, in any sport, Tasha, that's when players try to get away with those kind of things. When the ball is in the air,
Yes.
kung basketball man yan, football man yan, dun sila nakakatakas kasi tendency, the referees look at the ball. And they're hoping na dun sila makakasingit ng kung ano mga, you know, bigay nila sa kanilang kalaban. Well, here's a foul on the other end, a free kick this time for LaSalle. This one, Villasin will take this. And it's interesting how LaSalle's backline will adjust, no? Kasi Ibanez, who got the red card, was playing on the back.
Yes, he was the right back.
Tignan natin kung paano tatansya itong LaSalle, sending a man back. Here's a ball over, offsides ang tawag kay Anotado. Good idea, but difficult to execute those kind of things when you have your man ahead of the line, of the
Yes.
defensive line.
And in this scenario, you know, DLSU, if they want to hold that 1-0, they really have to be careful with Anotado and the likes of Gino Clarino. These people are very fast. You know, they're very fast, they're good with the transition of the ball, and when the long ball is given to them, they have the speed.
Right. That's what they better watch out for. But knowing how aggressive LaSalle is, but given the situation, Tasha, they're down to 10 men. Will they be all the more defensive right now? Na may lamang na silang isa.
Given the situation, yes, they need to focus on defense first, especially that they're up 1 already.
Okay.
They need to focus on defense first. But of course, at the end of the day, you can't just defend the whole game.
Right.
You also have to do your attacks. That's the thing, though. They have to know that they are 10 men. The players have to go up and down. You can't just be an attacker.
Yun.
You have to attack and you also have to defend.
Speaking of up and down, this ball is up and ahead, but Gonzalez does not have enough speed to catch up with that one as it sails out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick para sa UST. 1-0 po ang score po natin dito sa napakagandang campus ng FEU Diliman. 14 minutes roughly have gone by in this match.
Yes, and as you saw earlier, Nasi was just chasing for the ball on the left side, and now he's all the way on the right flank chasing for that ball again. So you see how, even though they are only 10 men, DLSU is still trying to keep their formation. You know, they're still trying to keep that way that they creative play moving around.
And keeping the opponents and TV commentators guessing who is who, where is where. Here's LaSalle trying to swing it back to the right side to Gonzalez, sending it back to Villasin. And it does look like they just have 3 guys back there, Tasha, as compared to having 4 men back when Ibanez is there. Here's a ball ahead to Gonzalez again. Can he get to this? But UST has a defender there in Busmion, and they just let it go out of bounds. Another goal kick para sa UST.
Yes, but you'd see, you know, with 10 men, you'd think that they would be more of the defensive team. But as we can see, they're still the team that's also attacking more.
Correct. So, nandiyan pa rin yung aggressiveness para sa LaSalle. Busmion, his pass ahead was deflected, taken away by Diamante. A foul here. And the referee quickly to get in the middle of the action to make sure no more untoward incidents happen here. We do have a red card already. If you just joined us, Ibanez was caught with a punch in the third minute, you know.
Fourth minute of the match.
Yep. Set off with a red card, down to 10 men ang LaSalle. Here's a free kick by Villasin. But this is a Grady Yang, sorry. Headed out by UST.
Yes, and a beautiful control. You see the composure of Gio Diamante when he got that ball, putting it down, leaving it close to him. And that's also why the defender, number 23, Busmion, hit the foot of Gio Diamante.
Collision there that time between Clarino and Yang. Foul is called on Yang. Free kick dito para sa UST. Molino trying to be quick itong UST because they want to catch, obviously, LaSalle off guard.
Yes, and that was actually also a good foul by Greggy Yang. Knowing that there's still 10, they have to go jog back so that they're complete in the back.
They need everybody back there. Speaking of everybody back there, masikip ang left side na to na inaatake ng UST, pero napadami pa rin ang dumidepensa para sa LaSalle. So if you're UST, you might want to swing this to the other side where there are 4 men on the other side, only 2 white shirts. They will get a corner kick here. They win this corner. Second corner kick attempt here para sa UST. Remember, they were able to equalize in the 47th minute as the second half began last week. And then the winning goal by Zubiri came in the 90th minute. Here's an attempted header, bounces out. A shot here for UST, and that just sails past the post. That was a good attempt there by
Number 13, Efren Meñares.
Meñares there. So goal kicker for De Guzman. I wonder how a goalkeeper feels kapag bumawas yung barkada mo. And I say that because some of their best friends are their defenders. You know, when you're a goalkeeper, you want to make sure that back line is loyal to you and they'll do everything to help you and protect your goal. Pero bawas na yun ng isa. Wala si Ibanez for the rest of this match and even the next match because he'll get suspended for sure. Here's UST trying to sneak around this tight defense of LaSalle. The right side. Short passing here para sa Tigers. But a good defense there by LaSalle. LaSalle heads this one out. Busmion.
Showing real composure even when Zubiri straight at him, being able to just flick it onto this left side and pass it.
Lead pass inside. They're looking for Jimenez there. Turns around, gets away inside. Can he find a pass? He does. Here's a shot for UST. And that is saved by De Guzman. I think that was Clarino who got a good shot there. He got a good look.
Yes, that's true. The play started with Jimena being able to pull his way around two defenders, passing it to Gino Clarino, whose just attempt was just a little bit too weak. But on the other hand, good attempt for UST, trying to get their juices flowing, trying to get those attempts, trying to get a goal on board.
First good look, first good shot on goal para sa UST yun with a good effort, individual effort by Jimenez, who had to get away from 3 defenders before he got that nice little pass to Clarino, who was actually unmanned in front of the goal. If you're LaSalle, you're happy na nakasave dun sa De Guzman, but you're probably not happy that Clarino was all alone with a chance to just poke that one in from that distance.
And again, another
Corner kick here. Yep, another corner, or is it a throw-in?
it's a throw.
It's just a throw-in here para sa LaSalle. Near the corner. Not a good clearance by
Again,
Yang.
back to UST.
Here comes
DLSU, again, able to win that ball back, giving that long ball.
Really trying to look for Diamante. Pero naunahan siya ni Briseño at ni Busmion. UST. And he get this one ahead to Anotado. The Yumas is all over him. Anotado just trying to find a shot. But
Lucky for Villasin that though he hit the ball wrong, that Anotado wasn't able to take a good advantage of that.
Kasi in long ball, 50-50 ball yun, unahan sila sa bola, Anotado still won and out against him.
Yes, and for someone like Villasin, he's a big man, he has a big body, he should be able to use his whole body, make sure that Anotado will not even come close to that ball.
There's UST trying to control this. Molino to Busmion, trying to get it ahead. Diamante just putting up a brick wall there, not allowing an easy pass down the sideline. But out of bounds. Babalik ang bola sa UST for a throw-in. Here's LaSalle now trying to keep possession. Zubiri to the back there to Diamante. Look into the middle. Here's Greggy Yang.
Good
Borromeo
pass.
there to the left side. That's Alquiros. No, that's not Alquiros. That's the Yumas who's overlapped on Alquiros. It was much helpful back then when your brother had longer hair. Gotta be honest. Nakaka-identify ng isa na kahit lumiligaw kaliwa, kanan, abante, likod. I can spot him. So ROTC,
Yes.
Inyo. Did he feel bad that he had to cut it? How long did it take him to grow that out?
Like 6 months
6
plus.
months.
But thank God for our
Nag-away ba kayo ng shampoo? Hindi
No,
naman
hindi
nag-aaway ng
naman.
shampoo? Blow dryer.
Hindi naman.
Okay. Dun, ikaw sa blow dryer, sa kanya electric fan. Doon ka na magpatayo ng buhok. Okay. Free kick here para sa Lasal. Just as I say, this confusion about where the attackers of Lasal are. I now see Alquiros on the right side here. I'll try to mark him now with his boots. He's wearing yellow boots today. One of the few of Lasal wearing yellow boots. Free kick here, looking for Zubiri. And there's a foul there. Zubiri just bulldozes over Busmion. That's J.R. Busmion wearing the jersey number 23. His brother Darwin is there as well. Yan po si Darwin, number 18.
Usually as a defender, you have to stay strong. You shouldn't allow strikers to just bulldozer over you like that.
Correct. Di pwedeng basta-basta ka magpapabangga, papatulak. Hold your ground. So free kick here for Lasal. 23 minutes have gone by. We have a substitution coming in. This is kind of early. So number 15 is going to come in.
For Marvin Briseño.
Briseño.
Yes, and that's an early substitution, you know, in the first 20 minutes.
Interesting.
It's actually an early substitution when anyone makes a substitution in the first half. What more in the first 20 minutes?
So Alcantara, 15, come in for Briseño. Play up top there. Let's see how this changes the attack for UST. The substitute Alcantara. All the energy right now with fresh legs.
Yes, that's true. You can see that Coach Marjo already getting the nerves, wanting to make a change right away before it's too late. You know, with other games that I've done about UST, they sometimes make substitutions too late. So I guess now he already wants to change it, especially early on in the match. If someone's not working, take him out, use someone else already.
Correct. Well, speaking of someone maybe not ready, here's Zubiri on the ground. Kaya binabas ng UST ang bola for fair play here because Zubiri is banged up. Let's see what caused him to... Oh, looks like he just got a sprain on his own. Hindi siya bumangga with anybody, just backtracking there.
Yeah, he's just backtracking, not aware, maybe not locking his ankles while he was moving, and he just parang natapilok lang siya sa sarili niya on his right
Looked
leg.
like he was on his own, you know, after he headed that ball.
Yes, and
Let's see if he can-
DLSU has to be as careful as they can. You know, as of the moment, they are 9 men on
nga,
the
no?
pitch.
11 versus 9
Yes,
ngayon.
you know, we sometimes forget, for those of you who are just joining in with us right now, it's DLSU versus UST, DLSU 1-0, yet DLSU with 10 men on the pitch starting the 6th minute of the match.
Kasi nga, na red card na kanina si Ibanez for a punch that was thrown after a collision. There's UST trying to take advantage of this lack of players for LaSalle. They only have 9. Technically, you have 8 on the field because yung isang player na yun, yung goalkeeper ninyo.
Yeah.
But you see Zubiri here on the other side, just walking it off. We'll see if he can come back in this match. Throw in dito para sa LaSalle. UST said, wait, it's our ball, but anyway, the refs call it for LaSalle. I wonder how the pace of the game will change also for LaSalle, knowing that they're down on the number of men on the field. This long throw in looking for Gio Diamante. Kicked out of bounds by Busmion. Throw in pa rin para sa LaSalle. Nope. Throw in para sa UST.
That was called of a handball.
A handball
Called
ang
of a
tawag
handball,
doon.
so tumama sa kamay ni Gio Diamante yung bola.
Okay, the head referee is conferring with the linesman. Ano ba dapat? Throw in ba o free kick? Sabi niya, kinarify ng linesman, hindi, ref. Free kick kasi nga handball. So, balik ang bola sa UST. Jimenez now looking to the middle. Trying to find Clarino. Clarino is down, no call. Alcantara is bumped and banged up, loses the ball. Refs letting them play now. There's contact all over the place. Here's Borromeo trying to get away in the left side. That's cleared out by Tuzon.
Yes, it would have been fine. Jojo Borromeo bringing the ball all the way by himself. Yeah, Christian
walang support,
Zubiri.
no?
Yes, but as we see right now, Christian Zubiri is
He's back.
okay and back on the pitch.
Doesn't look 100% though. He's kind of limping it off.
Yeah.
We'll see kung titiisin lang niya ito or he'll be
is
able to shake it off in a bit.
DLSU about to make another
Another
substitution?
sub, yeah. Who knows?
Because at this moment, with 10 men on the field, you have to have all 10 men at 100%.
Yun na nga eh. I was about to ask you, you'd rather have them 100%. Diba? Kulang na nga kayo. Huwag naman sanang kulang na kulang pa. Here's Zubiri, almost. If he had full burst of speed, you see him limping to the ball. Who knows? He may have had a chance to head that one in. Molino now on the left flank. Looking ahead to the right, to the left side to Anotado, but could not control it there.
Possession will be back to DLSU.
So taking a look now at the bench of LaSalle, Tasha, because we're really wondering kung isa-sub tong si Zubiri because he does not look 100%. And they'll probably observe him first and see how much he can give. Because at the very least, ito lang, he's not a defender. He's not a midfielder. He's the target man anyways. So, you know, if anybody's not going to be 100%, wag naman sana dun sa backline or sa midfield.
Yes, that's true.
Nagawa ng bola dun sa may corner. It's going to be a goal kick for LaSalle. No, the referee says, teka lang, it's a corner kick for UST. 1-0 is our score, or 1-0 as they like to say in football language. And we've got a sub, and as you said, Tasha, it's happening. Zubiri is coming off.
Yes, Zubiri is coming off, and on the pitch, you have Montalibano.
So Montalibano.
In this case, it's already a smart substitution for DLSU. You know, you don't want to risk anything, especially that you already do not have Jello Diamante, who's already
Correct.
out for the season.
That's
You
right.
don't want to force the issue with another player.
So looking ahead, not just for this game, but looking ahead for the remaining 5 games that LaSalle still has. And remember, folks, if you just joined us, napakasikip po ng ating karera para sa Final Four. 6 teams still have a legitimate shot of making the Final Four. In fact, the top 5 is really jam-packed. They're just like 1 or 2 points away from each other.
Yes,
And,
all
and
teams
one
are-
win, one win, one loss, just all of a sudden changes the makeup of the current Final Four. There's UST. Look into the right side now. Looking for Alcantara or Clarino there. But you got 2 white shirts all over. Still playing good, aggressive defense.
As you can see, all players of DLSU are on their side of the pitch.
They're all back, no?
Nakita nila yung importante ng they're still more in numbers.
Correct.
Though they are 10 versus 11 sa defending, kailangan they're still superior in the number.
And even Montalibano, who's replacing Zubiri as a target man, the striker, he's also back there on that their half of the pitch just to help out defensively. Clarino here, running out of space, but will he win a corner? I think he does. So good aggressive attack there against Layumas, yeah, that was Layumas there.
Yes, and this is UST's third corner.
Dami na, no? Corner ng UST. And that says something about their aggressiveness offensively also. They're getting up there. There's Benicio for the corner kick for UST. Little strong, tried to look to the long opposite post para kay Anotado, but his header just sails wide to the left. Another goal kick para sa LaSalle. Here's another look at that long corner kick. Anotado was there. Didn't have much of an angle to work with though. Villasin as well. Put pressure on him.
Should have been able to also read that ball.
Sa layo ng tinakbo ng linipad ng bola, no? You'd prefer your defender to be ahead of the offensive team getting ahead on that ball. Dangerous swing to the right side here para sa UST, almost stolen by Alquiros. But UST retaining possession here. Alcantara, the right side. Jimenez looking for some help here. So apparently that's Jimena. My apologies. I've been calling him Jimenez, so sorry sa kanyang nanay at tatay. Normally yung family must know. Teka lang, hindi na may pangalan yan. Jimena yan. Okay, sorry po. That's jersey number 8 para sa UST. Si Lord Irvin Jimena. throw in para sa UST here. Alcantara. Nowhere to go. Montelibono taking control of this one. He's got space to run. Takes a long shot. He did have Gonzalez or Borromeo on his right side. But Montelibono wanted to go for a healthy shot there from way outside the box.
And the thing is that he had all the time to turn.
Yeah.
Though there are 6 defenders around him, none of them were pressuring him.
Wala eh.
He had the space, he had the time to take that shot.
Walang malapit sa kanya, no? He even had a chance to pass to the right side kung gusto niya. Nandun si Borromeo. Ball ahead here for UST, looking to the right side. Pero balik sa Salle ang bola. To the left side now, you got Diamante against the defense of USC. Quickly throwing it in. Quick, smart move. Here's a cross and a shot by Montelibono. Quick hands there by Catalino. But what a smart, quick move there by Diamante. Na after the throw-in was won, agad niyang binato ang bola. At maganda kaagad yung cross ni Alquiros. Almost the second goal para sa Salle. And remember, it was Alquiros also who made that gorgeous cross to get their first goal earlier with Zubiri in the 9th minute. Goal kick again here para sa Salle. Here's that quick execution there. Nice move by Diamante. The cross by
Drop
Alquiros.
back and a nice attempt by Montelibono. Being able to see that was a fast drop and that was a one-touch diretso yun sa goal. Yes.
So if you're UST, your defense has to be on their toes, knowing how smart and quick itong Salle attackers play, try to catch you off guard defensively. Sa lagay na yan, kulang sila. They're down to 10 men, and yet they still seem to have more of the chances here. Catalino is down. Taken down there. Ball will stay with UST. A foul called on Borromeo.
Foul called Borromeo. Again, in football, you should really not have your arms out. And at the time, Gino already had the ball. Nasipa pa niya yung paa ni Gino.
Correct. So Clarino here for the free kick. There's a bit of a wall in front of him. Let's just see what he goes for. He goes for it. That's way over the goal.
Yes, a second attempt from a free kick, and again another
Malayo, no?
long shot.
They're not opting to lob it in, no, and look for the headers off their free kick. They're doing that in the corners, but over the few times make free kicks.
Would be better, you know, to take advantage of that. Yes, you can go straight for goal. Kaya naman, you can see that he has the range. But keep your body down, keep your position low so that the ball will go down.
Hindi masyado mataas yung lipad ng bola. Okay, well, here's Montelibono now, racing down the right side. Trying to get away from his lone defender, that's Clarino, and he does. Back to the middle to Borromeo. To the other side, here's Alquiros. Crossing in, looking for Diamante. But quickly, Catalino comes out and gathers that and gets it out of trouble. Trying to find his attackers, namely Anotado and Alcantara up ahead.
Yes, dangerous. Yes, a very dangerous play called right there. Number 9 of UST, Benicio, had his studs way too high.
Here's that play again. Yan yung foul na. Muntik pa matamaan si Borromeo.
In football, we call that one of those dangerous plays.
Correct. Free kick by Yang, looking inside to Montelibono, headed out by Busmion, J.R. Busmion. He's been active today. He's been one of the more active defenders para sa UST, making sure na wala nang dagdag na goal para sa Salle after that early goal by Zubiri. Montelibono could not control, sends it back to Borromeo. Trying to catch the keeper off guard, went for a surprise shot there, but it sails out of bounds to the left. Goal kick para sa UST.
Yes, and you can see DLSU taking advantage of the fact that the UST players are not man-marking them. So they're taking those long shots from afar. Since they are less in numbers, they take those long shots. Since they're also given the space to take the long shots.
Clarino here. Trying to find a teammate to send this ahead to the left side. That's Molino is now overlapped to attack as well. He's actually positioned at the back line for UST. So talagang nakapako sa likod para sa UST yung magkapatid, si Darwin and JR Busmion. But hit their wings, Seasonn and Molino are allowed to get ahead and overlap on the wings. Stolen away here by Gonzalez. Up ahead to Diamante. He's got 2 yellow shirts against him, but he's looking for help. Cuts back. Still has it. Looking for Alquiros. That was a little too strong. Now here's UST. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Anotado could not keep control.
You know, the good thing that you can see about DLSU here is that though they are 10 men, hindi mo nakikita sa paglaro nila eh.
Yeah, hindi halata, no? Na
Alam
parang
mo lang
sila
dahil
outnumbered.
sinasabi natin na 10 men
Correct.
sila. But then, would you really have known by the way that
No,
they're defending, the way all of them will go down for defense?
And back and forth. They're attacking. They have men up ahead. They take the ball away again. Salle now trying to make this a good counter. Yumas was looking for Diamante.
But
That's
Diamante already knowing that he was offside, why waste the run? Just
umatras siya.
stops already.
Pero mukhang last touch ng UST. Pero ang tawag ng ref. Oh, the
He
linesman on the other side called him
called
offside.
for the offside.
Yun na nga. Offside niya. Throw in here para sa UST. Salle winning the 50-50 ball this time. Diamante. Venecio takes it away from him. It's back to Alquiros. Cutting back. Good move there. Good skill to get away from the defenders. Borromeo is down and he is fouled by Clarino. Salle wanting to attack right away. They're looking to the right side to Montelibono. Good one touch to keep control against Busmion.
Borromeo goes down the slide by Gino Clarino.
Good job by Busmion there. Kick it out of bounds, allowing UST's defense to settle back. Throw in here for LaSalle. Quiros trying to chest it down. The ref say handball as it hit more of his arm than his chest. Free kick para sa UST. 39 minutes, almost 40 minutes have gone by. UST has yet to score kahit na lamang sila sa tao because na red card na po ng maaga kanina si Ibanez getting caught throwing a punch in the 4th minute of this match. Pero lamang po ang LaSalle 1-0 dahil po sa maagang goal then ni Zubiri in the 9th minute. That has changed the tone of this game when everybody would think that LaSalle would be on the disadvantage with 10 men on the pitch. They're so far playing the more controlled game with the short passing here, swing it back to the right side. LaSalle looking ahead to Montelibono once again. That's a handball again as it hit his elbow. It's banged up by Busmion. Exchange stares and then Busmion just smiles it off. Busmion has been very busy today. Itong si JR, no? Tasha on the right side. Ilang beses itong inatake ng opensa ng LaSalle and he's had to be the aggressive defender. Throw in for UST here. Nope, it's for LaSalle.
Yes, it's been a busy. It's also, despite the fact that they're 10 men, again, it's been a busy day for the defense of UST.
Yeah, they've been really tested today. Diamante trying to get away from 2 defenders. USC finally winning this one out. Anotado trying to turn, pero pag pihit niya, whoops, there's 2 white shirts ahead of him. Diamante there with an unintentional handball.
No, it was a foul
it's
again
not. It's a
called
foul.
on Jojo Borromeo by Anotado. Jojo Borromeo able to block Anotado's way and get the ball. Na-clip lang na paa ni Anotado yung paa ni
Yun.
Jojo Borromeo.
Sumabit ang paa. So free kick na naman para sa LaSalle. Here's Villasin trying to lob it inside. He's got 3 white
Handball.
shirts there. No handball. Diamante said handball. He's trying to get the ref's attention, but no
Even
call.
I saw the handball.
Right.
Handball hitting bounce from the ground up to the elbow of Gino Clarino.
Meanwhile, Alcantara trying to get away from Nieras here. Sends it back. UST crossing it back to the middle. Pero masikip. Nandun lahat ng depensa ng Lasal. And Gonzalez racing down here to the right side. Whoa, he was trying to find Monteliban, who would have been ahead. But good gamble and good steal there by Busmion. J.R. Busmion has been one heck of a defender for UST today.
Yes, and you can see the difference also of when the last time UST and DLSU went against each other. J.R. Busmion was not there. So you can see talaga the impact that he's made ngayon na nakapaglaro siya kasi at that time injured siya, but now he's 100%. And you can really see the impact he has on the UST defense.
A lot. He's made a huge difference so far today. I mean, if you're Lasal, you might want to try the other side because every time they've gone into the right side, they haven't gotten much because J.R. Busmion has kept clogging it up for them. They might want to try to attack the left side where his brother Darwin is there and Tuzon na hindi pa masyadong nasusubukan ng opensa ng Lasal. Meanwhile, Gio Diamante back to Monteliban. Quiros now.
Having all the space back
is
to Diamante.
Onside. He is. No call by the ref. Takes a shot. Deflected by J.R. Busmion. Again, great defense by J.R. Busmion, reading that well. He saw Gio wanting to cut back and take a shot.
Yes, so you really have to give it to the USC defense. The longer that they've been playing so far in this match, it didn't start off so well, giving an early goal.
Yeah.
But nakikita natin the adjustments that they have made.
Nakakabawi sila ngayon defensively. Meanwhile, they're trying to keep possession here. Cross in the middle. Anotado tries a header. He does not get contact, but another header was there for Molino. Muntik na, oh. Imagine if Anotado actually made contact there. That could have been a goal.
That was good defending also by Matty Nieras.
Here's that cut back by Diamante. Look at J.R. Busmion just extending that left leg.
Seeing that Gio Diamante was about to take that shot.
Good defense there. Great defense there by J.R. Busmion.
And now on the other side, another corner for UST. Nakikita natin talaga how much they want to score. They've already had 4 to 5 corner kicks for the first half.
They've lost count sa dami ng corner kicks nila. Headed out, and the Salle player takes a hard fall because of the collision, and that's Gonzalez there.
Yes, that's Nasi Gonzalez, who was already up in the air, advantage with the ball, being bulldozed over by one of the UST players.
Hindi natin nakita kung sino yung bumangga sa kanya, but here's the replay from the corner kick from attempt there by Benesio.
Yes, Nasi already up.
Yun, napailalim.
Clip from behind. I'd have to say that's number 13, Efren Menares. Menares.
So 45 minutes have gone by here, and we have an additional 2 minutes of injury time na binigay ng mga referee or ng head referee natin para sa laban na to. 1-0 pa rin ang lamang ng Lasal. Kahit na dehado sila sa tao, they only have 10 men on the field because of that early red card.
Yes, and the most that DLSU can do now is try to hold that for at least the first half so they come into the second half still being on top.
Well, they didn't just sit back and play defense. They've still been attacking. They've been aggressive pa rin, and still played both ends of this pitch. Throw in para sa UST.
Yes, and UST you can see playing really fast, getting the ball right away, trying to get that score before halftime.
And they're trying to keep, take advantage of Lasal being, less than 10 men, trying to catch him off guard quickly. Long cross here by UST into the middle. Alcantara was there, headed out by Lasal. Now here's Lasal. Gio Diamante could not control. He's actually down. Looks like he's cramping up. And USC sends this one out.
That's either going to go 2 ways, depending if we'll see a replay. It's either he's cramping up, or in the second is natamaan siya. Natamaan ng paa niya. Gino Clarino, in their attempt, that 50-50 attempt to get that ball, they collided. The spikes of Gino Clarino hit Gio Diamante.
He'll probably sit the rest of the minute and a half or 30 seconds left of this extended time. See what happened here. Gio tried to control.
Yes, in front of the referee, I would have given that a foul.
Foul,
Yes, it could have been a foul, especially right in front of the referee. his spikes were up, and though it was a 50-50 ball, 50-50 call, you see that their spikes are up. Dapat binigay niya yun na foul.
Correct, pwedeng foul yun. Alright, halftime here, folks, at FEU Fern Diliman campus between UST and LaSalle. Lamang po LaSalle 1-0. We'll be taking a quick break. We'll be coming back with some halftime stats, some highlights, and some analysis as well. Stay tuned right here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action and on Balls HD. All right, welcome back to the gorgeous campus here at FEU Fern in Diliman. As we are at halftime now with LaSalle leading UST 1-0. And as you got a glimpse of the tally there, here's that early goal.
Yes,
Natasha.
it was a cross from Nathan Alcaraz, a chip pass just to the middle. And you can see Christian Zubiri all open in the middle. Beautiful form, beautiful header. And, you know, a spectacular goal at the top left corner.
Kung ako yun, unahin ko din yung defending sa pasa. Si Darwin Busnion stood there watching Alquiros all day to aim for that pass. He should have pressured more, come up ahead of him, knowing na meron naman siyang defenders behind him, di ba? May tulong siya eh. And as you said earlier, hindi tinao si Zubiri.
And now you see a few of the attempts also of UST by number 13, Efren Menyares, really wanting to get back. You can see again another corner cross by UST. Again, this time naman by Anotado, trying to head that ball inside that net.
The difference with UST and LaSalle is they don't have the size. Speaking of size, here's the big substitute as well who came in for Zubiri. It's Montalibano.
Jose Montalibano. And that was his first few minutes in the match. He had the time to turn around, bring the ball up from the center of the field, and take that long shot.
He had the space right there. As you can see, some of our stats. I don't know why it says 2 corners for UST. I count at least 4.
Yes, there's actually, I think, 5
Lima pa nga
corners.
eh.
So there were 4 shots each for DLSU and UST on target. DLSU had 3 goals on target as compared to 2. The corners, DLSU only had 1, but UST had around 4 to 5 corners. And you can see, it's crazy how with 10 men, they still had more of the possession, 53% possession.
Absolutely.
As compared to UST with 47%.
So if you are coach Marjo Aliado for UST, I'm sure he's on the case of his boys right now saying, tayo may lamang eh. Lamang tayo sa tao eh.
Yeah, and you know, as I could see in the first half, what they really needed was that they need to hold the ball more. Parang nagiging, nervyoso silang lahat eh.
Okay.
You can see that if they just hold the ball better, UST, and usually they're known for having players who know how to hold the ball, who know how to have
So a
good
little bit more
control.
composure.
They have to keep the ball closer to their feet. Kasi yung nangyayari is DLSU is also outmanning them. Like when it comes to body,
Correct.
they're outbodying the UST players. You can see that naman, though the DLSU players are also a bit bigger than the UST players. Nakita natin that once UST has the ball, na-outbody most of the time ng DLSU.
Well, aside from outbodying, they've been outsmarting them also. As we're going to look at one particular play that you picked out, Tasha, and tell us about how pretty smart this play was for LaSalle.
Yes, that's true. Again, with 10 men, fast throw in. Nathan controls with his thigh, drops it, seeing Jose Montalibano, and Jose with a one touch already taking that shot. You know, that's a thing also, when you're also down, man, you cannot waste opportunities. You don't have the time to dilly-dally and just dribble the ball around. Because you have to focus on defense and attack. So maganda yung nakita ni Jello, si Nathan. Nathan, nakita niya kaagad si Jose. And smart on Jose, who I could already consider a very impact substitution.
Yeah.
Especially Christian Zubiri, you know, fell on his ankle. Medyo natapilok siya doon. And from the first one a while ago, as we saw, he took a long shot. And again, this was already his second attempt in the game, coming in for less than 5 minutes.
That's right. So nakadalawang good attempt na si Montalibano in this match. As you can see again there, bakit po may red card po dyan? Well, yun na nga. Kaya 10 tao na lang ang LaSalle because Ibanez was caught with a punch early in this match. In the 4th, 5th minute, actually nakita ko si Commissioner Relly San Agustin during halftime. He said automatic 2-game suspension yan because a red card with intent to harm is an automatic 2-game suspension. So all the more this is going to hurt for LaSalle because you're losing Ibanez for 2 games and then you have Jello Diamante out for the season. So that's going to be a tough one for LaSalle to swallow. But for now, they're up on top. Can they hang on? For the next 45 minutes, we'll find out when we come back right here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action and on Balls HD. Welcome back to ABS-CBN Sports in Action for the resumption of the second half here of action between LaSalle and UST. This is UAAP Season 77 Men's Football, brought to you, of course, exclusively by ABS-CBN Sports. TJ Manotok on the call here with Natasha Alquiros. We are in the midst of an exciting match. It's only 1-0 ang lamang ng Salle sa UST, and Salle is down to 10 men because of that red card early in the match. Na huli si Ibanez with a punch. And in fact, on that same play, na yellow card din actually si diba, si yung kabanggaan niya.
Yes, si Benicio, Dexter
Benicio.
Benicio, for also giving out a second motion.
That's right.
But syempre naman, the second motion na linabas niya, it's also because of the second motion na
Natamaan
definitely
ka na
not necessarily
Oo.
made by Jogev Ibanez.
Correct.
No, it was just the very start of the game. He should have had more composure. Shame on him because he's giving his team a harder time, and he should really thank Christian Zubiri right now for
Na nakagol
scoring
ng
that
maaga.
goal in that 9th minute.
Correct. Pasalamat siya na nakagol sila ng maaga doon.
Yes, and now I'd really like to see what adjustments UST has made, knowing that they are 11 men. You know, they should be able to be running circles around the 10-men DLSU. And on the other hand, you know, I want to see how DLSU will be able to hold the game. You know, at the end of this game, we're gonna find out how well the match fitness of DLSU is. You know,
Correct.
knowing that they're 10 men
10
and
men, oh.
having to hold another
Hingal ka na
45
yan.
minutes. Technically, they had to play the whole game.
Correct.
They have to play the whole game with 10.
So let's see if they've got enough stamina to last this second half. As we will be underway in a few moments. Ito na yung pito ng referee, and here we go with the second half. Salle. We'll see how things may change for them here, the way they will play. And as well for UST, we'll see how things may change for them, how they may
Yes, at
do
the
things
start pa
different to
lang,
take
we already
advantage.
see the adjustment that DLSU made. Since that Ibanez is out, we see Greggy Yang drop in the middle, drop down as center defense with Nico Villasin, Matthew Nieres back to the right side, and Gerald Leyumos on the left.
Kasi kanina, si Yang mag-isa lang yan yung sa
Yes,
4-1,
Yang
4-1 nila.
was the holding midfielder, and at the same time, Matthew Nieres was playing inside with Nico Villasin.
So essentially, wala na silang holding midfielder. It's more of a 4-4-1. So you have a foul here between Diamante, action there between Diamante and Benesio. He's got to watch it. May yellow card na siya. Boom.
Yes. You know,
Dun.
stuff like
Meron
that.
pa ano eh.
Those are really what you
May
call.
extra swing
You
pa with
have
the
to be
left arm.
really careful with
Yeah.
those. No, if the referee feels, especially that it was intentional, at that point they were both going at the ball.
Correct.
So he was able to get away with it. But he really needs to be careful. Alam nga naman, gusto niya 10 versus 10
Wag
sila
naman sana.
maglalaro.
Oo, wag naman. Huwag mong pahirapan pa yung team mo. Lamang na nga ang lasal ng 1 goal. Here's a free kick by Yang. Curling inside, but headed out there by UST. And this was going to sail out for a throw-in right there by the spot where the corner kicks are normally kicked from. Cross for Salle. There's nobody there. Nonetheless, the ref calls offside kasi alanganin na yung pwesto ni Montelibo. Here's a replay of that
Yes.
free kick by Yang. Headed out there by UST.
Yes, you can see that was also a pretty good kick by Greg.
Ganda.
Yeah, that was curving in. Could have possibly gone in. Good thing that the UST defender was very alert and
Actually,
aware and headed that ball out.
Kung walang tao dun, baka hindi naabutan pa ng keeper yun ng UST. Meanwhile, UST looking to the right side here, trying to find Menares. Quick to that ball is Nate Alquiros, who is much more aerodynamic today thanks to his ROTC haircut. Goodbye, long chops. Ito na ng kaaway si Ate Natasha with the shampoo and the blow dryer. Whoop, some more collisions here. Refs gotta watch it. Make sure that nothing here is intentional and lalong hindi uminit yung aksyon. Okay lang kung intense yung laban talaga, pero wag madumi, no? Busmion and Gonzalez there. Yeah.
Actually, on that call, you know, you could see that it was Busmion who was holding at the neck of Nasi Gonzalez.
Montelibo now trying to get away. He was trapped there with the sideline and the defense of UST. Gonzalez takes it back. Throw in para sa Lasal. There's Nieras all the way up to the right side now. Throwing in. Looking inside the Montelibono, almost getting away from the defense of
in the
UST.
middle, still inside, very dangerous area, but UST now able to bring that ball out.
There's Anotado to the right side to Meñares. Back to Anotado. That's tight. And not enough room to control there para kay Anotado. But USC gets it back, but not so fast. Sabi ni Alquiros, he takes it away. He's got space to run. Looking for someone to pass off to. Cuts back. He still has possession to Borromeo. And he's got time to aim as well. Looking to the right flank. Trying to find Diamante. This is headed out by UST, but not for long. As Diamante retains possession para sa Lasal. A healthy long shot there by Yang. And I'll take this. That's not Yang, that's Villasin.
By Villasin, a very...
But it was deflected. So it's a corner kick. So may silbi. Hindi lang siya basta crazy goal attempt. It was off a UST defender. So it's out of bounds for a corner kick para sa Lasal.
Ambitious attempt but turned into a corner.
Okay.
Why not?
Minsan may napapala pala sa ganun. Pagka nag-deflect out of bounds. So corner kick here to be taken by Alquiros. There's that ambitious, to say the least, attempt. Pero ultimate din naman ng USC player. Corner kick meanwhile sails out to the other side. Lasal will retain possession. They'll have to throw in here. You can see, medyo pagod na rin itong Lasal. As you said, magte-test yung kanilang fitness. Montelibono just walking up to the ball. Balik sa kanya, but masyado malakas. UST, they are the ones who have to be quick here and take advantage of these lulls na to catch Lasal's defenders off guard when they're trying to counter.
UST, I would go for those counter attacks,
diba?
knowing that these DLSU men are very tired. They have to not only attack together, but everyone has to defend because you have to make up for that one-man gun. So every time the ball goes out, kailangan mabilis sila sa bola, mabilis yung transition nila. Because also, what Coach Alvin Ocampo was talking to him earlier, and he said what he's really trying to stop is the transition of UST. Kasi alam niya yung mga tao ng UST sa taas ay mabibilis at very skillful. You have the likes of Steven Anotado and Gino Clarino, who are proven themselves more than worthy of why they are UST's top men. Steven Anotado, again, with 8 goals under his belt, already trying out, topping up to be one of the top scorers for UAAP.
Yeah. Hindi biro din na kailangan depensahan nung si Anotado. Today, has yet to get a goal. But of course, UST is still hoping that they can find a way to get him a good shot. Try to equalize in this match. Remember, the second round of elimination started over the weekend, and UST was the only team that got a win. Lahat po sila nagtabla. On the left flank. This is...
Yes, and the ball sails out.
It's Molino overlapping. It's out of bounds. Off Molino.
Matthew Nieras doing just enough to let that ball sail out, making it deflect on the UST player and letting the ball drop back out.
Correct, and they keep possession with a goal kick here para kay De Guzman.
Yes, and so far, as the second round starting, I can see also Paeng De Guzman's goal kicks are actually getting much better. Yes, because at the start of the tournament, you could really see that, his goal kicks weren't the best. Weren't so accurate, but now you can see that there is improvement from him as well.
It's
and
important.
it's nice to see players grow here in the UAAP.
Within the season. It's a good weapon to have if your keeper can give a good goal kick and have an on-target pass. Meanwhile, speaking of on-target pass, this is on-target but a little too strong. Looking for Anotado. And De Guzman just controlling this one.
Playing that so cool and calm and collectively. That's what you'd like to see from your keepers, taking charge of the game. They are not only your eyes, but they also sometimes dictate the pace of the game.
Correct. They have to be very vocal and active. And kumbaga, pinapangunahan yung communication there as you see Montelibono, another healthy shot there from way outside the box, and that is way off the goal. Yun yung mga tinatawag natin shot na not on target. UST trying to turn this one on for an attack for them, but not keeping possession, and quickly Llamas and Montelibono taking it away. Montelibono tries to hoof this ahead, looking for Diamante.
Uses the outside of his foot, tries to pass it to Gio Diamante.
Pag ganun ang ginagamit, Natasha, di ba, you can catch your defender off guard. Kasi normally when you pass, you'll wind up and you'll pass with the inside of your foot. So, kita nila kung saan ka papasa eh. Pero pag ganun, kumbaga sa boxing, parang yan jab eh. Mabilis eh. Yung parang tinusok mo lang yung paa mo with the outside foot and the ball gets ahead. It's a good shot there of Gonzalez, who's been a busy man as well today para sa Lasal. He's been all over the place, offense and defense. Guzman there has also had his share of having to come out, gather that ball. Some easy saves as well in the first half. From the shots on goal for UST. Meanwhile, UST here trying to find a way on the left side. Molino ahead. Finds Anotado here. Benares.
He's still with the ball.
Have a shot here, but this is weak. That was Benesio.
Off target, but you know,
that didn't look like his strong foot either, with the left foot.
DLSU also has to be careful with those, because the thing with UST is that they also have such fast players, and that's what they're trying to do. As you can see, they're always trying to outrun the DLSU defense.
But if you look at that shot, that was a good shot, a good header, nice header by Menieres to set up Benicio, but it just so happens that Benicio's not a left-footed striker, and he's not a striker. But if that were Anotado, delicado Lasal dun. Montelibono cutting back, getting away from two defenders. Can he get away from the third? No, he doesn't. But the clearance deflects off him. And this one's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. Could have actually gotten the goal when it deflected off of him. Here's the nice move.
Again, good work by Jose Montelibono. You know, bringing it from the left to the right. And even when the defender's trying to clear, he stays in front of the man, trying to keep the ball still up on top. And, you know, he got what he wanted. The clear, instead of making it a transition play, it has to start all the way back from the keeper, allowing the DLSU players to go down and to regroup again.
Good job so far by the substitute Montelibono, who came in for the injured Zubiri, the goal scorer. He injured himself backtracking after a header. Sprained his team like his right ankle. Molino now on the left flank, trying to get away from Nieras, but Nieras says not so fast. Nice move by Nieras to get it to Alquiros.
Nieras being able to hold that ball, knowing
hindi siya panicky na clearance.
Hindi siya nagpanic eh. Kaya yung okay din kay Matthew Nieras is that he was able to hold his ground. He held his ground, made sure that he wouldn't just commit right away to the defender. And not only after that, not only did he get the ball, he was able to pass it on to Nathan Alquiros, who then saw Nasi Gonzalez.
Right. So good composed defense there by Lasal. Here's UST now trying to get ahead, looking for Menares on the right side. Lasal keeping it tight. Anotado gets it. He's onside, one-on-one against De Guzman, but does he have the angle? He gets a shot. De Guzman calmly saves it. Just fingertips on the ball to stop it, and then it bounced over his head. Sabi, okay lang. He knew where he was eh. I mean, if you panic, if you're on the line, papasok yun.
Yes, that was very calm and good goalkeeping by De Guzman. Seeing that kahit nataas niya, usually any keeper would like panic and try to grab the ball. Nakita niya na it would still be above his line. Again, another attempt for UST. You can see now UST finding the hustle, knowing that they need to score that goal.
Yep, they can't keep waiting. Menares here with the cross. Yang is right there for Lasal. Layumas up ahead to Montelibono. It's 2 against 3. Can he make it 2 against 2 if he presses on the turbo button? Montelibono does, but he loses control.
Yes, and you can also see how DLSU pays the price for having 10 players. You know, when it comes to attacking, they have to give up some attacks. Not all of them should go up and focus on defending.
Action picking up here. A foul, hard foul given up by Borromeo, trying to get the ball away from Anotado, who had momentum.
Yes.
Here's that play when Anotado had one-on-one against the Guzman, but not a great angle.
Yes, he was trying to aim for the second post. It's actually a very good attempt and good goalkeeping by Eng de Guzman, being able to be in the right position. He was able to cover the near post and at the same time was far enough to cover the second post.
We got a substitution here. Jimena comes out.
Number 19, Ferrell.
Ferrell comes in.
Yes, blocked by the wall.
Busmion up ahead now. He's been busy defensively, especially in the first half in that back line. That's J.R. Busmion, number 23. His brother Darwin wears jersey number 18. Throw in para sa UST, Benesio. Looking for a friend. The right side to Clarinho. Back to Benesio. All the way to the left. To the substitute, Ferrell.
Now you can see how the difference of the UST defending is as compared to De La Salle.
But cross, Menares tries to get this one away from Layumas. A little bit of a defensive lapse by Layumas.
And again, I was about to say something, but then I changed my mind. You know, Gerald Layumas should have seen that. He should have known all the other players were man marking.
Right.
He was free. He should have seen that there was a player right behind him, especially
Right
in the box.
Exactly.
To let that ball go, he should have
Played the
cleared
man.
it out, pass it back to his keeper, or just covered the ball. But to think that he would be alone and to turn around.
Ano mas maigi? Play the man or play the ball? Because he was kind of lost. He was between the man and between the ball. He was not near the ball nor not near his man.
Gerald Layumas?
Yeah,
he
Layumas.
was right in front of the ball,
Correct.
but he let it
Nakatalikod
go.
eh.
He let it go.
Yeah, okay.
He shouldn't have let it go. He should
Siguro
have.
akala niya si Yang kukuha ng bola. Maybe that's
Again,
why.
as a defender, it's important to see the ball and to see your man both in front of you,
Yep.
not behind you.
Meanwhile, here's La Salle on the offensive. Borromeo on the left side to Montelibano. Chased down by Busmion. That's Darwin Busmion, and he gets the goal kick. Still 1-0 is our score here. Early goal by La Salle in the 9th minute, and that was just a few moments after they went down to 10 men because of the red card called on Ibanez for throwing that punch in the 4th minute.
Again, it's nice to see UST just passing the ball around in their defense, knowing that they have the time, they also have the numbers.
That's right. They're a little bit more patient now, no? In the second half, Dasha. Mas, I guess they're more aware. Teka lang, we have an advantage of 11 against 10. Should not rush things. Swinging it from side to side here. Menares now.
And you can see DLSU starting their defense only at the half line. Kahit pinapasa na yung mga defense, yung bola, none of them were trying to defend or trying to attack, trying to get the ball from the defense line. They're only starting their defense from the half line.
So yun yung slight adjustment ng La Salle in terms of trying to conserve energy. Kasi nga, 10 lang sila sa pitch. Foul here on Gonzalez. Free kick muli para sa UST.
Yes, and again, another foul by Jojo Borromeo. He really needs to be more composed when it comes to his defending, because the last thing you'd want is to get another yellow card, turns into a red card.
Nice cross by Ferrell. His second good cross, but yet to hit the target. Layumas heads this out of bounds.
Yes, and ball now.
Clarinho could not control this. There's a foul here. Going to be on Clarinho.
Yes,
The
and
referee-
most probably this is going to be a yellow card.
Yun, yellow nga kay Clarinho.
And it's his second yellow card.
Ooh. Is it a second yellow card today? Because I remember the yellow card went against Benesio earlier.
Yes, and the reason why the referee is so strict on Gino Clarinho right now, why he got a yellow card, was because the same incident happened
Yung high
earlier in the first half. It happened between him and Gio Diamante, and he got away with just a warning.
Okay.
There was no foul, just a warning. Medyo mataas yung boot niya, and it went, and he hit the foot of Gio Diamante. So now that it happened again, you know, the referee has no choice but to give another card.
So that's his second one in the season. So na-yellow na siya in the previous game. So that we're trying to clarify. It seems like there was a yellow in the previous game or today. didn't notice the yellow on him today. We just saw one earlier with Benesio, di ba? In the first half. So apparently, nakadalawa na pala si Clarino. We're going to clarify things. But nonetheless, what's clear is the referee has thrown him out. For whatever reason that the first one he got, we're going to clarify that. But now, patas na laban. 10-10. Pero hindi patas sa scoreboard. Lamang pa rin itong LaSalle. 1-0. As you can see, a dejected face there of Clarino.
You can
He
see
looks
also
really frustrated.
Coach Marjo just walking out right beside Clarino.
He's pissed too. Look at the frustration of Coach Marjo there. Probably saying, sayang yung lamang natin. We were playing better in the second half and you just take away that advantage. It's down to 10 against 10 now.
Hey, but you know what? You'll never know because so far it worked for LaSalle. When they were down to 10 men, they scored 1 goal. Malay
Who
natin,
knows?
baka yung UST, kailangan pala 10 sila para makascore sila ng goal.
Who knows? We'll see. But do they have the same talented wing players to bring that ball in like LaSalle has had so far today and that gave them that first goal? Foul here on UST.
Yes, and this is also a very dangerous position for UST to be giving a foul, knowing that a couple of DLSU's players are pretty good free kick takers.
And yung foul ni Meñares on Montelibano comes tumbling to the ground. Free kick here para sa LaSalle. Straight to the wall is Greg Yang. And he's frustrated with the lack of accuracy on his kick. I'm sure he just wanted to graze that wall and try to curl around it. But a goal kick para sa UST. Or straight at the ball, actually. Straight at Alcantara. So there you can see his frustration in the face of Greggy. Yang now sends it ahead to Alquiros to the right side to Montelibano.
Beautiful control.
One touchdown with a strike with the left foot. Good shot, just wide right. But what a display of skill there for Montelibano.
Yes, from one side to the other. You saw from Nathan giving that long ball, seeing Jose Montelibano, and that composure in that control. That was a great control by Jose Montelibano. Just a bit off target.
Montelibano again this time ahead to Diamante. On the left side, he's got Alquiros. If he can see him. Paano nauna yung tatlong white shirts doon? Caught off guard in UST. And now it's UST who has to adjust to being with 10 men.
Yes, and now you can see that was really good defending by UST, being able to outbody Gio Diamante, you know, pushing him off balance, but not giving a foul kasi
Correct.
katawan lang
Tama lang.
ginamit niya without the need of extending the arms or anything.
Imagine
like
though,
that.
if Gio knew Alquiros was on the left side, all he had to do was pull back and spin around rather than go forward. He might have had time to pass it to Alquiros and go one-on-one.
And again, I think that there should have been called a foul. You know, the UST defenders really need to be careful by the way they're playing here.
Physical, no?
Physical, but you have to play it smart. Of course, it's important to be physical in a match, but you have to play it smart. You know, don't just start kicking out of nowhere, you know, especially if there's no ball there. And don't be aware of where your arms are at.
Correct.
You don't need that extra tug, extra push.
And nawala na nga sila ng isang player, itong si Clarino, who's one of their attackers. Has been sent off with his second yellow card today, making it a red, and he's out for the match. UST trying to get away from this pesky defense of LaSalle. Ferril, the substitute, who's had a couple of good crosses so far today. Meanwhile, LaSalle, Diamante turns, looking ahead to Montelibano. That's taken away by Ferril.
Yes, you can see already 4 UST players closing on the defense, and now the ball back with UST. Again, back with DLSU.
Molino tried to look ahead there, pero naagawan kaagad ng depensa ng LaSalle.
Yes, exciting match we have right now. Kasi pantay na naman yung grounds eh. You have 10 UST players against 10 DLSU players.
10 sa 10. Patas na ang laban, but it was a longer time for LaSalle to do their best to play with 10 men. And what did they do their best? They got a goal. They kept hang on to the lead until now. Ayan, tabla na sila sa tao because of that ejection of Clarino. Meanwhile, LaSalle looking to the left side to Nate Alquiros, tracking this one down, sizing up the defense. He finds Borromeo in the middle. Napasikip, the defenders came clamping down on him. Here's Molino looking ahead to the left side. This is Anotado. He's got Villasin ahead of him. And then he's got more white shirts to contend with as Nieras kicks this out of bounds. And that's one guy you do not want to leave alone because, as we mentioned, he is tied for the most goals so far this year at 8 in UAP season 77. A cross by UST. Layumas clears this out of trouble. Diamante controls this. Montelibano. He's got Alquiros on the left side. Look at how wide open the field is now. All of a sudden, bumawas ng tig-isang player itong Lasal at saka UST. Mas kalat na kalat now. And now, it'll really depend on which team takes full advantage of this with their composure and spacing. And as well, the fitness. Kasi nga, itong Lasal.
Yes, they still have over 20 minutes yet of time to play. So both teams, you can makikita natin talaga ang match fitness ng parehong team.
UST taking their time here to look for, they're looking for a long pass. They get a short one here. Anotado. Can he control? Yang gets it out of his area. Crossing it in the middle.
Yes, good clearance by Nico Villasin.
Here comes Nate Alquiros again. Quickly to the left side.
For the counter-attack, trying to take advantage also of the fact that their opponents are down one
Correct.
man.
Gonzalez cuts back to the middle. Finds Diamante. This is Gio. Back to Montelibano. To the left side to Alquiros, who did not expect it. The space was open. It was the correct pass, but Nate was not expecting that particular pass.
See that run.
Hindi niya tinuloy yung run niya, but
aside that, you know, that was a good intercrossing of play between Nasi Gonzalez, Jello Diamante, Nathan Alquiros, and Jose Montelibano. You know, that's the kind of beautiful football that you always want to see when the players are all moving around, not just standing and waiting for the ball.
Correct. And yung pabalik-balik ng mga tao, the interchanging of positions, which is what Coach Hans Smith has done so well this year. Surprising a lot of people, giving TV commentators a hard time. We got a substitution here para sa parehong koponan, UST and Lasal. Lasal muna, number 16 man, that is Villamor. He will come in for number 9. Gio Diamante coming out. Okay. So Villamor comes in. And number 13 para sa UST. That
so
is
Efren Meñares
comes out.
And coming in is number 20.
That's Salazar. Jersey number 20 para sa FEU. I mean, sorry, UST. We are in FEU.
And you know, you can see also how smart both coaches are, knowing that it's already the last 20 minutes of the game. They need fresh legs. They need players who haven't been running all 70 minutes of the game. They need fresh legs to, you know, bring life to the other players, to help them out.
Sometimes, Natasha, no, just even one fresh player can spell a huge difference on the pitch.
Yes, that's true. And that's what you call, again, the mga impact substitution.
Impact subs.
Like a while ago, you know, I could really say that today, Jose Montelibano has done his part.
Yes.
When Zubiri came off, he did his job and he came up to the standards that the Zubiri was playing in the first few minutes of the match.
Anotado on the left side, but against two defenders, Nieras and Villasin. Nieras could not clear this out any further. Balik throw in para sa UST. Salazar trying to maintain possession here. Alcantara begging for the ball on the right side. Salazar does not see him. Balik sa Lasalang bola. Alquiros
with
on the counter here.
Attack.
Balik kay Gonzalez to the left side to the substitute Villamor.
Yes,
runs out of space.
Referee calls for an offside.
Offside, okay. And another substitution here for UST coming in soon. More like right now. 14
you have
coming
number 9 out. Benicio Dexter
out.
And number 14 comes in for UST. You have Alcantara. Alex Alcantara. So now you can see that we have two Alcantaras on board.
So the other Alcantara is wearing number 15, and that's Gab.
Yes, I was talking to Coach Marjo earlier, and he was telling me about these Alcantara brothers. Technically, they were also walk-in. They weren't part of the lineup. They were
Wow.
recruited because mahirap daw yung course nila.
Okay.
Pero nung isang time, may intram sila.
Aha.
Nagka-intram sa UST. At nakita ng mga UST coaches
Wow.
yung kagalingan nila sa football. And
Sa
because of
intrams
that,
lang,
oo, sa intrams
Galing.
lang. And dahil doon, syempre, recruit nila.
Galing. Those things do happen from time to time in the UAAP, although rare. One guy I remember distinctly, if I'm not mistaken, Jack Chia for Ateneo in basketball. He was the star of the intrams, MVP of the intrams. And they're like, mag-try out ka nga sa Team A. And he got on, and he eventually became a pro even, after having a good college career with Ateneo. So don't give up if you're a high school player and you don't get recruited into your college team. Meanwhile, there's a shot here for La Salle. Villamor had a shot there, but quick.
And now a
Reaction by
counter-attack for
Catalino.
UST.
Can
See
they
how
mount a
well-
good counter? Nobody on him. To the left side, to Molino. And that was deflected by Nieras. I heard some USC guys saying handball, but
And
no
again,
call by the
good
ref.
defending by DLSU, being able to hold that ball. Nakita natin for a while, nung dala niya yung bola, hindi niya alam kung ano gagawin.
There's a
Again,
nice pass, though, by Borromeo. And William Moore had a shot there. A good reaction there by Catalino. Mahirap yun kasi nag-deflect eh. Normally, if you're a goalkeeper, you're expecting the shot from where the kicker is attempting yung follow-through. Pero pag may nag-deflect ka agad yan, you gotta react and adjust your attempt to save. 15 more minutes to go. La Salle leads this match 1-0. The right side to Borromeo. Nieras, who's now wearing the captain's armband after Gio Diamante was substituted. Balik kay Borromeo sa gitna. Alquiros now sends it back to Nieras. Montelibono on the right wing. He lets it go past him, turns. Fools a defender there. And he's gonna cross it to the middle. Again, Villamor almost getting a clean shot off, but that was
and
deflected
again,
by...
you know, good effort coming from Jose Montelibono, out faking the defender, going slow, and then speeding up for a while, and then being able to drop that ball. Pero
Ang galing.
sayang nga lang, nalabas niya kasi yung bola.
And it's called offside. Alcantara and Anotado and Alcantara there. Miscommunication there, trying to get that counter going. Meanwhile, La Salle crossing it in the middle again. And Catalino has to race out to get this one and throws it out quickly to Molino. They know time is not on their side at all anymore. Down to about 13 minutes to go in this match, and give or take a couple of more with injury time to be added by the refs. Anotado. They're looking for
An off.
Alcantara in the middle. And Gab Alcantara is called offside, but a good effort there by UST.
Yes, good effort from UST, being able to see the man all the way on the other side and to
Magkapatid,
see
no?
the space in between the
Yes,
defenders.
correct.
If Gab Alcantara just timed his run a
Run
little
better.
bit better, he would have been able to get that ball.
Nice pass there by his brother, Alex Alcantara. So yung magkapatid, nagkaamuyan. They know where each other is on the pitch. And speaking of Alcantara, Gab there racing back to play some defense now. Kicks this out of bounds. Throw in muli para sa La Salle. Right side here for Nieras, trying to get away from USC defenders. He's up way ahead. Cross to the middle.
Good cross, but no one there
No
to
one home.
finish.
No one home there for La Salle, but it was a perfect cross. Meanwhile, Gonzalez trying to keep this one for La Salle. USC takes it away. Salazar tries to retain possession para sa UST. Banggaan, out of bounds. Last touch sila Yumas. Bola pa rin ng UST. Salazar here. Nayumas tried to use his hand to actually
I know.
stop the throw in. The refs allowed it. Okay lang, sige lang.
As long as he doesn't
Play
touch the
on.
ball, I think,
Yeah.
you know.
As long as hindi tumama. Kung tumama, if I were Alcantara, sige, papatamain ko yun.
Yes,
diba?
and then you
Baka
never know, he
yellow
might
card
get
pa
a
yan.
yellow card.
Oo, maalam mo, yellow card pa yan. Sayang. Binigay mo na sa kamay niya. Meanwhile, the focus of USC is to attack here. Cross by Alcantara, which goes way out.
Way out of bounds.
Medyo na miss kick niya yun. It goes off the side of his foot.
And again, you see the replay there
You know, using his
of
hand.
Gerald Leyumas. I'm not sure. I think all of a sudden he realized, thought that
Wrong
maybe he was
sport.
playing
Oo,
basketball.
wrong sport, kuya. Basketball yun pwede.
But you know, the good thing about Gerald Leyumas, you understand why he's such a very fast player, is that he also does track and field.
Ah,
for
nagtatrack din yan?
Yes.
Wow.
If I'm
Okay.
not mistaken, he also does track and field for DLSU.
Wow. Dual athlete, ha? Di madali yan.
Because I reached him during his first year. It was my 4th year in
Okay.
college. And I remember that they actually split his scholarship. 50% came from, track and
from
field,
the track and
and
field
50%
from
came
football.
from
Okay,
football.
tipid pa sila,
Pero
Coach Hans.
ngayon, I'm not anymore so sure. I didn't really get to
Okay.
catch up. I didn't want to ask him, saan yung scholarship
Saan
mo
na
galing?
ngayon? Nasaan na ngayon? May oras pa para sa USC na humabol. 10 minutes to go, more or less. But so far, Salle has had more control here in the second half. A cross in the middle. Hindi na clear kaagad ng UST, and Catalino is the one who had to kick this out of bounds.
Yes, and a corner for DLSU. You know, again, now UST have to be more careful. Alam natin na that's how DLSU scored in the first 9 minutes. It came from a cross. Ngayon, it's a corner kick.
Correct.
Again, they still have to be careful and mark the men properly.
Here's the cross by Montelibano. Almost headed in there by number 19.
Cross by Nathan Alquiros. Again, seeing his players inside the box, the keeper had to clear that ball out.
So Nayumas went way ahead there for the attempt there on the header. Young to the left side, long ball here. Montelibano will chase this down, but he's also being chased down by a defender. He beats him. He's got space here, crossing it to the middle, not deflecting UST. And Villamor.
Just blasted
Just
way outside. I think for a moment he thought he was a defender, had to clear that ball.
Oo nga eh, feeding defender clearance yan si Villamor. Here's an attempted cross na deflect, and then Villamor goes for a healthy one with the left foot, pero way out of it. Anyway, balik ang bola kay Montelibano. He's been busy on this left side. Balik sa kanya. But the Alcantara brothers take this away from him. Gab Alcantara now. No defender near him yet. Nice pass to the right side to Salazar. Can he cross this back to the middle?
Yes,
He's
it's
got 2
3
guys.
versus 3 and now it's 4 versus
Whoop! And his pass back to Alcantara.
No, good,
Just-
good defending by
Yeah.
Gerald Leyumas over there, being able to read Salazar.
Good one-on-one defending there by Layumas there. As
And
Salazar
now
tried to get it
another
back.
substitution for DLSU. Coming out is number 11, Nasi Gonzalez, and coming in is number 6, Koizumi. Yoshiharu Koizumi.
Koizumi comes in wearing jersey number 6 for DLSU.
Yes, and we have more or less 8 minutes left of
Yep.
regular playing time.
And add a couple minutes there with injury time as well. Long throw and attempt there by Layumas. UST gets possession. Salazar to the right side looking for Alcantara. Opts not to give it though. Alcantara had a good run. Alcantara scratching his head but di siya pinasahan, and Salazar runs out of space.
Yes, again, you know, when you are striker, when you are trying to bring that ball up, you need to know when to give up that ball. Before,
Yep.
you know, you bring that to the corner and next thing you know, there are 2 defenders covering you. Where will you go?
I agree. Handball there by Alcantara. So balik sa Lasal ang bola.
Yes, and his teammates actually telling Jose, calma, calma. You know, you have the advantage here. It's 1-0. You have 7 minutes more or less of playing time. Make it to your advantage. Play slower when it comes to the free kicks. Make sure everyone goes up muna.
Now LaSalle taking their time. They are in the lead, although only by a goal. They do have the luxury of wasting some time here. UST trying to attack quickly.
But yes, then again, you know, it's only one goal, and UST still proving to us they are still in this fight.
And don't forget what happened last week between these two teams.
Yes.
The winning goal, because it was 1-1 throughout duration of the whole match pretty much. Of the second half rather. And then in the 90th minute, nakagol si Zubiri.
Yeah, speaking of which, Zubiri, who also scored the one goal here, he scored on the 90th minute in the last match.
Right.
So, you know, USC might just want to return the favor and be like,
Kami naman.
kami naman magsascore sa 90th
We'll
minute.
see. They have 6 minutes to go to try to equalize here. They failed to get that draw last week. Gave up a close loss to LaSalle, and let's see. After winning against Adamson over the weekend, let's see if they can get a draw here. But bad communication there as Busmion, who's not really an attacking player, could not keep possession. Throw in muli para sa LaSalle here on the left side. Little over 5 minutes to go. As there's some action behind us. Some football fans here taking selfies. Foul here on LaSalle. Birthday nga pala kasi ni Larry. our floor director, Larry Deang. Happy birthday to you, Larry. Salamat sa iyong rainbow cake.
Pati na rin sa turon.
Turon. UST, they still have time. They gotta do something quick. Trying to look for anotado. But LaSalle takes this one away. To the left side, to Borromeo. Cutting back to the middle. He takes a shot. And that's straight to the keeper. Catolino just easily gathering that.
Yes, and UST keeper, you know, aiming for that long ball, trying to see his strikers up on top.
Anotado losing out on that ball against the bigger Villasin. Cross by LaSalle, looking for Villamor on the other side. At deflect ng UST, Borromeo.
And now you have Borromeo with the ball.
To the left side, he's deep in the box, crossing in the middle. If that beat the defender, that could have been a shot again for Montelibano. What a good run to the middle. Layumas, some good skill to get away from Alcantara. Back to Koizumi.
Yes, and a good back heel again, seeing that Villamor was right there.
And here's Villamor getting away from another defender, crossing into the middle.
But no one there
Yun na nga eh.
to finish that ball. That would have been
It was a nice
great,
cross.
yes, a great pass.
To the right spot, but there's nobody at that spot for LaSalle.
Yes, and to think the ball came from...
Koizumi with the shot here, and that just goes right over the goal, barely
Yes,
over the crossbar with a great shot by Koizumi there.
yes, spectacular effort on the part of Koizumi. But now again, we see again the replay
Yun yung cross,
of
wala lang tao.
Villamor, you know,
Ganda.
dropping the ball back, but no one inside. And again, of Koizumi, really great effort on his part, seeing already the goal frame, curving that ball just a little bit over that goal post.
We got another substitution here, number 20.
Yes, you have
Joseph comes in for
number 10 goes out,
Alquiros.
Nathan Alquiros, and number 20 comes in.
So that's the end of the line as well for Alquiros. Takes a rest for today. USC taking their time here. The time is not on their side. Balik sa UST ang bola. Free kick for them. Less than 2 minutes or and change to go. Everybody up ahead para sa UST. Villamor. He has Montelibano ahead.
Yes, and a
Nice pass.
good run by Jose Montelibano.
Crossing to the middle.
Just too weak of a pass. But you know, that was a good way. He converted, moved to the right side, letting the defender think that he was going in right, but gives a signal to his teammate to pass it on the left side, and he just goes straight ahead.
Here's Alcantara trying to get a nice 1-2 between him and Busmion. Well done. Nieras forced to kick this one out. Throw in para sa UST.
Yes, as much as possible, you'd like to keep that ball. But, there is a saying, when in doubt, clear it out.
Clear it out. There you go. And that's what La Salle has been doing. Molino against Nieras. Can't find any room to cross. Balik kay Salazar. Back to Molino.
Again,
Does go for a cross, but just easily
again,
deflected by
good defending by Matthew Nieras, holding that ball, making sure that he doesn't go for any fake.
Koizumi up ahead, looking for Villamor, 1-on-1. Can he win this ball? He does. Turns, gets inside the box. He shoots and just wide to the left.
Close.
Wow.
That would have been already that shot. That would have been the winning goal.
Yep, easily would have been the winning goal. A great effort, 1-on-1 there by Villamor.
Yes, good effort of Koizumi, being able to see Villamor up on top and being able to fake out two defenders, finding himself space to take that shot.
Gandang pasa ni Koizumi, the other substitute as well, who came in. A minute to go before we have extra time. Buhay pa ang UST. They just need a goal to tie this one up. And interestingly, La Salle continues to attack Montelibano on the left side. He's got a lot of room to operate 1-on-1 against his defender. Shakes him off, crosses with the left foot, batted away by the defender, and another shot for La Salle. Wow, look at that. Just right over the crossbar is Borromeo.
Yes.
Napalakas lang eh.
Again, good. First of all, let's see the replay for Villamor. So close, hitting almost in that goal frame. It was a 1-on-1. You should have done better than that. And then you also have Jose Montelibano, your man on your screen right now, with a good faking, being able to outfake his player and drop it back to Jojo Borromeo.
Here's another attempt for La Salle. That's the Yumas up ahead now. They win a corner.
Yes, and the referee is
shot. Borromeo had all day to wind up for this one, and it was just too strong.
Again, when you're taking a shot, you have to keep your body down. Being able to see the goal frame.
So paano yung para umiwas sa lipad na mataas? By the way, 3 minutes of added time right now as we reach the 90-minute mark. Keep your body low and even yung follow through mo low.
Usually when you clear the ball, your body is up.
High, okay.
So the ball goes up.
Correct.
But when you're trying to take a shot,
keep it down. Corner kick here for Montelibano. Catalino quickly gets this one and he wants to throw it or kick it ahead right away. He's got Anotado on the right side, heads it over to...
Yes, and good clearance by your towers in the back. You have Greggy Yang and you have Nico Villasen. It's really important also to have those big men in the back to be able to have those headers.
The Yumas is now the one attacking. Takes a shot and a good save by Catalino there.
Again, in the span of the last 2 minutes, we've already seen 3 attempts coming from DLSU.
And really good quality attempts para sa DLSU. Alcantara against 3 white shirts cannot keep the ball for UST. Koizumi looks at the left side. Montelibano still has a lot of gas in that tank.
Montelibano really trying to chase that ball down.
Just when I said he's had a lot of gas left in the tank, he just runs out of real estate. The Yumas, here's his attempt, cuts back to the middle. Nice shot, but good read by Catalino, who just leaned to the left at the right moment to put his body in front of that ball.
Yes, again, good defending by Gerald Leumas. Giving a foul, especially at that spot, okay lang. Kasi that's very far from the goal. It's very far from your team.
Correct.
So you have enough time for all your players, again, to go back down.
We might have a sub coming in here, but looks like we'll have a free kick first for UST. They're going to go for a really long one to try to find this in the middle, but Borromeo easily heads that out to Villamor, to the right side, to nobody. He thought
he tries
the run
to
would be there. He was looking for Joseph, but Joseph was a little late on that counter run. UST being heavily pressured by La Salle. La Salle is pressuring them up top. They're not waiting for UST to attack, and they've got an advantage here. Koizumi and Catalino comes out and gets this one quickly. He got about 30 seconds left, probably a couple more plays that the ref will allow to happen here.
And you really have to give it also to players like Jojo Borromeo. You see how he comes up on top for the attack and then sprints right back down to defend that goal.
Out of bounds here.
Again, we have another
sub.
substitution for DLSU.
Talibono comes out.
Number 14, Jose Montelibono comes out. And number 22, Bonoan comes in.
Trying to keep some fresh legs for the last few seconds, last few plays. One goal for USC can just change this thing and make it a draw. So LaSalle making sure they want to preserve this lead and get out with a win. Another squeaker of a win against UST.
Yes, the referee will blow his whistle anytime now. It's already 93 minutes already
Plus,
on
yep.
the clock plus. So this is, and the referee continues to play on.
Looks like this will be one of the last play or so allowed by the
Yes.
ref. Alcantara, not tall enough against Nieras there and Villasin. And that's it as Nieras clears that one out and the referee blows his whistle to signal full time. And a big win for De La Salle University, winning 1-0 from that early goal in the first half by Zubiri in the 9th minute. And that was just minutes after they went down to 10 men because of the red card on Ibanez. But nonetheless, La Salle had enough composure and stamina to win this one out. And as you said, in the second half, it would boil down to their stamina as well.
Yes, that's true. Stamina, and also at the same time, you really have to give it to for their coaches. Imagine in the second half, they made 3 important substitutions, knowing when to substitute each player. Kasi alam mo naman, it's the dying minutes, and you have 10 players who've been playing the whole game. Technically, they played the whole game with 10 players. So you have to make those substitutions. You need to know who to take out, who you see is about to get cramps, who you think will not last the match. And again, at the same time, give chance to your other players to be able to have at least those minutes already on the board.
Exactly. And for UST, their frustrations, of course, probably came at the point that you saw the goal.
Yes, that was a
happened early
cross
in the match.
by Nathan Alquiros straight to the head of Christian Zubiri. Barely had to jump for that ball. Good placing, knowing where the goal is, knowing where to head that ball. It was a good effort by Christian Zubiri. Again, the savior of DLSU.
From
He
last week,
saved them.
Oh.
Yeah, he scored the 90th minute goal. And now again, he scored the winning goal. On the other hand, you also have to give it to UST. You know, they also had a lot of attempts. They had a lot of corners in the first half. And also, you know, attempts in the second half. The closest one I'd like to say is the one by Anotado where he got pulled away and, you know, had a one-on-one attempt.
Yep. He had a shot there. He had not the best of angles, but he had a clear shot against the keeper. It's another weak shot there for UST. They had some shots, but it just wasn't in the best of places and not in the best opportunity with their preferred strikers. There's another aggressive attempt by Montelibono who has done so much in this match.
Here again, this is what I'm talking about.
Ito
Steven
yun.
Anotado, trying to see that second post. But Paeng de Guzman, good on his position, knowing where the ball would go. You know, quick reaction from him.
And this is that mental lapse a bit by Layumas, and Miñares could not
capitalize on that mistake. And then we also have another one. Great pass from Nathan Alquiros to Jose Montelibono with a very clever control. You know, keeping the ball really close to him, giving him enough time to take an attempt.
There's a substitute, Villamor.
Yes, you know,
Had
as
a
you
good
also saw
shot.
that when Villamor came in, he also had a couple of attempts.
Yun, back-to-back yun eh. Halos a few minutes away. Those 2 shots that were just deflected in front of the goal. Big shot din ni Borromeo. Towards the latter part of the match, naparami yung shots on goal ng LaSalle. You know, things opened up for the defense of UST because they were trying to attack more.
And again, because Gino Clarino got his red card, his second yellow card in the 62nd minute. Again, for the confusion earlier, he had a yellow card in the 56th minute.
Yun pala.
And he had another yellow card in the 62nd minute. That's why 2 yellows turned into an automatic red. And so he had to leave sent off the game, and he suspended for the next match. Because if you get a yellow in the game before, and pretend he got another yellow now, he could have finished the game.
Okay lang.
And then he
Tuloy pa
would have
yun.
been suspended for the next game.
So you can finish the game, but you
Yes.
will be suspended for the next game. Okay. Some good saves as well by Catalino. I mean, he just gave up one with that header to Zubiri early in the game, but you could put less blame on him, but more blame on the defenders rather than the goalkeeper. Look at the amount of shots DLSU ended up with. Natasha, 14 shots, 6 of them on goal.
Yeah.
And-
Yes, TJ, and you know, especially on target, you have 6 on target as compared to 3. Again, with possession, corners. Again, UST had more corners, but in possession-wise, DLSU with 52% as compared to UST with 48%. And you know, this win, I really have to give it to DLSU. They played really hard, they played really well today, and they deserved that win. Even with 10 men, hindi man lang natin napansin eh. Alam lang natin dahil may
Yeah.
may nakita natin
know it's 10
mismo
men,
na
yeah.
tinanggal siya. But without that, we never actually would have known that there were 10 men on the field. They
Yep.
played their game.
They did not look undermanned at all throughout the match, even until Clarino was sent off with a second yellow card. And your man of the match, Natasha, from the many guys of LaSalle who, of course, there's the goal scorer and the defense,
Yes,
but who
for
did you
me,
pick?
my man of the match for today is Jose Montalibono. You know, he came in as an impact substitute. The moment he came in, he already had 2 attempts on him the very moment he came in, and the whole game he was running after the ball, trying to get that ball. You can tell, you know, his match fitness is there. And the good thing about Jose Montalibono is that you could see him all over the pitch also, just as well as every other player. You know, for this game, if I could give it to the whole DLSU team, I actually would give it to everyone. But if I had to pick one, it would have been Jose Montalibono.
Parang wala silang weak link at all today. Everybody played their part. Everybody played as expected, except for Ibanez, who threw the punch early in the match, probably.
But
which
you
is
know,
what
thank
you
you,
don't wanna do.
Ibanez, because you made us look good.
You made them all look more aggressive and kumbaga mas ginanahan pa, made them focus even harder. Well, that's it for us today, but here's the matches that you can expect on next week, next Thursday, live on Balls HD and to be telecast on Friday, February 6th on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. The NU Bulldogs are back in action against the Adamson Soaring Falcons, and then a rematch of last year's finals, the FU Tamaraos going up against the UP Fighting Maroons. This is also the match that saw them close out the first round against each other, and that was a big win by UP, winning 3-0. So it's going to be fun to see how these two teams find each other once again. By the way, happy birthday to Gio Diamante of De La Salle, who celebrates his birthday with a win for La Salle, as well as Lloyd Villamor of ABS-CBN Sports, and Larry Lars Dang. Happy birthday to you, Larry, our floor director par excellence in ABS-CBN Sports. I'm TJ Monotok, thanking all of you together with Natasha Altiros for joining us here and all the hardworking men and women of ABS-CBN Sports in Action. This has been UAAP Season 77 Men's Football. Thanks for joining us and see you again next week.